I'm Commissioner of Finance, Delta State. I'm from Ughelli North Local Government area. This is the second time I've been Commissioner, or third time actually, I've been Commissioner of Finance. I started in 1999 in the first administration and worked part of the second administration and then went away, and I've come back again. The Ministry of Finance has its plans and vision, so it doesn't matter who's here. The plans and vision remain the same, which is to ensure that all resources are used optimally and judiciously and transparently. I think that will continue. It doesn't matter who is here. At the end of the day, commissioners are just political heads, but the ethos of the ministry remains the same, and I'm sure it will continue. The focus should be on selling your party based on the programs and activities of the past. Okay. And we can compare. At the federal level, you can compare what the situation was under PDP, and you can compare what the situation is over the last 3 years. And I think it doesn't take a genius to work out from a relative perspective that no matter what you say about PDP, it's a lot better than what we've seen over the last three and a half years at the federal level. At the state level, again, it is very clear what has been done in the state compared to what has been done in the past in other states. I think we've done very well.
So, sir, what's your assurance that PDP will take over in the next election?
I can't give any assurances, but what I can tell you from my personal opinion is I just don't see any other opposition. I don't see any other party. I mean, if they wanted to actually win an election, they should be out there campaigning and convincing people about what they intend on doing. But like I said, they haven't been able to convince us over the last 3 years at the federal level, where there is even a semblance of opposition. I just don't see how any other party can consider taking over Delta State, especially in view of the good works of the present administration. The people that are boasting so much, if they are boasting so much about federal might, are people who have never experienced, they've never had federal might before. They don't even know what federal might is. They've never been there. They're just sitting in their living rooms and parlors somewhere in Delta and shouting federal might. They don't even know what it means. People like us that have actually been at the federal level know what it means. Your so-called federal might can only work where there is a semblance of support for you on the ground. Where there is no support for you on the ground, you can bring all the policemen in the world, you can bring all the soldiers in the world, you can try and influence all the INEC officials, the results will remain the same. Because at the end of the day, where there's an overwhelming majority of people that say this is what we want, there's nothing any federal might can do. Your federal might is only useful in Abuja. It cannot come and will there be federal might coming to vote in our polling units on election day? There's nothing like that. So I think it's overstated by people who actually don't know the concept of federal might. It's a nebulous concept anyway, but I think it is overstated. I think at the end of the day, in a democracy, it's the votes of the people that count. Yes, they will try. They may try to influence the results, but I think the will of the people and it will prevail. I think the will of the people will prevail, certainly in Delta State. My advice to the good people of Delta State is to, you have the power. You have the power by way of your PVC. That is the only way you can either insist on the status quo or effect change. Everything up until now is just talk. The most important thing is actually going out there on the election day and voting. Use your PVC and vote. I also think that they should not be swayed on the day by temporary inducements because those will not help you in the long term. I think people should vote according to their conscience. I think PDP has performed very, very credibly. I have not seen the opposition party campaigning in this state, so I just think the people should go out there and do the right thing, which is to vote for PDP. People should go out there and vote on that day. You can only affect change when you actually go out and vote. That's the most important thing. And I think you in the press should also go out there and monitor what is going on yourselves. You must realize now that there's a lot of power in the pen. The pen can be mightier than the sword in certain circumstances. And I think when it comes to elections, the fact that they are covered very well, because we know what they're planning to do. And one of the ways we can combat what they're planning to do is to actually adequately cover the elections so people can see. So if people are cheating, people will be caught on camera cheating. And those days of impunity have gone. I just think that there's so much the media can do in ensuring that we have a free and fair election. So please go out there and do it.
All right, thank you very much.